This is the brand new Porsche Cayman GT4RS, and it's the fastest street legal Cayman Porsche has ever made. It's got more power than the standard GT4, and as you can probably tell, a lot more aero. First of all, the price. It costs $159,770 and around $190,000 if you want the Visac package. Now, $159,770, that is around $52,000 more expensive than the standard GT4, and that is a lot of money. So I'll be figuring out if the GT4RS is the one you should buy, or if you should go with the GT4 instead. I'll just quickly go over the spec sheet here. So it's got a 4-liter naturally aspirated flat 6 engine with a red line of about 9,000 RPM, and it's very similar to the engine that is found in the GT3. And it makes almost as much power as the GT3. I think the GT3 is 503, this is 493, so 10 horsepower less. And that is 79 more than the 414 horsepower engine found in the GT4. And it produces 332 pound-feet of torque. Now, before I get into the acceleration, braking, timed laps, I'm just going to take both the GT4 and the GT4RS for a quick drive just to see what they're like. Ooh, that is a nice startup. Alright, so 6-speed manual transmission. I like that already. A car with a manual transmission means that it's a proper driver's car, I think. What an amazing engine. 414 horsepower. Flat 6. Oh, it is just so smooth. Sorry for my gear changes, I'm a little bit rusty. I've been mainly driving automatic cars for the past months, actually. There's 120, 130, brake, 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 brake. Okay, these are really good brakes, by the way. Yeah, they're super sharp, but man, the handling is just on point. It's very smooth, tons of grip. Bit of sliding there. Actually, I'll turn traction control off quickly. See what it can do. Got the tail out a bit there. Oh, it is just amazing though. I love this thing. Alright, so the GT4 is a joy to drive. It's got that fantastic 6-speed manual transmission. It's got an incredibly smooth engine. It feels like all the car I need. It's got enough aero, it's got enough power, and that, man, I know I've already said this, but that 6-speed transmission is amazing. Alright, so now I'm gonna hop in the GT4RS and see what it's like. Okay, right away, a more aggressive startup. Oh, and it's much louder, too. Alright, here we go. So this, of course, has the 7-speed PDK transmission. It's lightning fast. Okay, yeah, right away, that 79 horsepower difference is noticeable. This thing just accelerates so much faster. Yeah. And that extra aero really is helpful. Yeah, that extra power just really makes a difference. I mean, it's night and day. Whoop, missed that corner. I mean, it is just so much power. Yeah, this already feels more extreme, more lively. I don't feel as involved, though, because I don't have the manual transmission, but it definitely feels more exciting. And I've got to say, it feels a bit more squirrely. The GT4 felt very planted. This doesn't. It's got more power, and it wants to slide a bit. I know it's got more aero, but that really is effective at high speed. These are low speed corners, so I'll take it around some high speed corners in a sec, but yeah, that extra power just means that you can slide it around those low speed corners, and that is so much fun. Right here, 120, 130. Yeah, it is just so much faster than the GT4. Yeah, around the high-speed corners, that arrow is just incredible. Those louvers at the front and that massive wing at the back, and I think a bigger diffuser, they just make that the car just sticks to the ground when you go around fast corners. Obviously, it's okay. That was pretty planted there. Anyway, traction control off now. Let's see what it'll do. See if I can handle it. Okay, got the back out there. Alright, here we go. Okay, I'll take it around this corner right here onto the highway. There we go. Yeah, it just feels so lively. And those brakes are noticeably better. I've got to say, they feel more powerful. They better be more powerful. This is just so much faster. I need that extra braking power. Alright, there's just such a big difference already between the GT4RS and the GT4. The GT4RS feels more planted at high speed, but around the low speed corners, it could slide more easily because it's got more power. The brakes are also better, and that engine is so much louder, so it's a much more exciting experience. That being said, it has a 7-speed PDK. It's an automatic. It's not a real manual transmission, so I kind of miss the manual transmission in this car, but it is such an incredible piece of machinery. Alright, now for the acceleration test. So, first up, it's the GT4, and both of these cars have launch control. Alright, so here we go, and you launch this thing at 6,400 RPM. It's very high. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. And there's 60. So that was 3.7 seconds, which is very, very fast. And here we go in the GT4RS. Now, I'm expecting this to be a lot faster due to the PDK, which shifts at an insane speed, and the extra 80 horsepower. And we're off. And there's 60. So that was 3.17 seconds, which is a lot faster. Alright, here we go from 0 to 100. And that was 8.31 seconds. And here we go in the GT4RS. And 100. So that was 6.54 seconds, which is just so much faster. Alright, now for the brakes. So first up in the GT4 from 60. And braking. So that was 1.16 seconds. And here we go in the RS. 1 second. So yes, the brakes on this are stronger than on the GT4. Alright, now for the top speed. So first up is the GT4. Good launch. There's 100, 120, 130, 150, 160, 170, 180, and 189, and the engine is absolutely screaming. Brakes glowing orange there. Yeah, so 189, that is very, very high. Okay, now here we go in the GT4RS. Already 60, just so much faster than the GT4. There's 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 195, And that is actually very interesting. I would have thought that the top speed on the GT4RS would be lower due to the extra aero, but I guess not, because it's got so much more power. So at this point, we know that the GT4RS is faster than the GT4 everywhere. Around the corners, top speed, acceleration wise, it is just faster. And I want to see what that difference is, and I'm going to do some timed laps around this circuit. Alright, so the GT4 did it in a time of 58.52 seconds. Now let's see what the GT4RS can do. And the GT4RS did it in a time of 55.81 seconds, which is well over 2 seconds faster than the GT4. So yes, this RS treatment has completely transformed the car into a track monster. So is it worth paying 50 grand more for the RS? I'm gonna say yes, because it is just so much faster than the standard GT4. The 0 to 60 time, 3.1 seconds compared to 3.7. The top speed, 195 compared to 189. It was well over 2 seconds faster around the track. It's got better brakes, and altogether it is just so much faster than the GT4. Anyway, that's going to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to go drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.